wanna touch your life. I wanna be the change. I'm gonna shine my light. I'm gonna make a difference. Touch your life. Be the change. Shine my light. And make a difference. You're the one to make the world a much better place. You're the one. You're the one. We're touching. You're the one. Touching lives.
Hello, Nigeria, and welcome to Airtel Touching Lives, the show that celebrates and assists the individuals and projects that are making a difference to the lives of people around them. I invite you to join us on an emotional journey as we witness some incredibly touching moments. We take you across the country, meeting individuals, families, and communities who are going that extra mile to achieve something for everyone. They're trying to make life better, not just for themselves, but for every single person around them. Coming up in this episode, we meet a gifted young schoolgirl whose life changed as a poetry recital. And we visit a woman who injured her spinal cord in a bike accident, but is determined to succeed in life. Millions of Nigerians live in poverty, struggling to provide shelter, food, and clothes for themselves and their families. As we know, education is one of the best ways in which we can lift ourselves out of poverty. And the earlier we start our education, the better chances we have of succeeding. In this story, we travel to Abuja to meet Blessing Danladi, a gifted young girl, and her mother, Rhoda, that are determined to make something of Blessing's life. It is her poetry that first got her notice and started her journey to success. Airtel went to see how we could touch their lives.
Life on the outskirts of Abuja is stark contrast to the big city. Life is turbulent and challenging for all who stay here. But it is even more challenging for children who come from broken homes with single parents. Most do not have the funds to get an education and are forced to continue living in poverty.
My name is Blessing. I have a poem titled, I Have a Little Friend. I wrote the poem myself. It's about a friend, and anywhere I go, it goes with me.
As a youth organization, part of our activities is to identify and work with people, most especially people in the rural areas. And as part of our programs, we were invited to a school, Equatri Model Academy, to attend a program. And here comes a little beautiful girl, and I was marveled, I was happy to see such a beautiful young little girl reciting poems at that age.
I run from it. It runs with me. I laugh at it. It laughs with me.
After the program, I walked up to her and I said, "Hey, who are you? What's your name?" And she said, "My name is Blessing Danladi. And where's your mom? I want to know you. Where do you stay?"
To buy some sweet, it goes with me. A jolly friend did.
Well, after talking for a while, I got to discover that the mom is a widow. I also got to discover that the issues of paying school fees has always remained the biggest challenge for the family.
Sunana Rhoda Danladi, ni ce Mama Blessing. Tun lokacin da ya mutu, mai gidana ya mutu, abubuwan ba su zo su yi min kyau ba. Kullum ne ina sayar, ina tura su makaranta. Yanzu ma babban ma ya gama ba hanya da zai je makaranta kuma ba. Domin kunun ne muna sayar, shine muna ci, shine muna tura su zuwa makaranta.
Our Blessing story is very, very touching because this is a girl that our organization, IJA, discovered some time ago, and we discovered that she has that brain, she has what it takes to be a future leader. All she needs is that much needed push in life. So our organization, IJA, decided to give her a Blessing primary school scholarship.
We took it upon ourselves as a youth organization to provide Blessing with a little scholarship that will cover her basic primary school. And we also discovered that the mom In a day, she makes not less than 800 naira. So where will she get money to sponsor Blessing? Where will she get money to feed, to take care of the family?
The mother, who is into petty trading, our organization has decided to give her that skill acquisition training. We want her to be a successful entrepreneur. As a project consultant, we see that there is need for us to give a life to those that actually deserve such a life, and that is why we decided to pick interest in Blessing.
My name is Hanatu Dauda. I'm from Equatorial Modern Academy, Aku Village. I'm primary 3 class teacher, Blessing teacher. Blessing, she's a very brilliant girl. She do participate in class activities and even outsiders. And she's very smart, and she's very humble, respectful, and obedient. She have a good character, and she have a good moral teaching. She doesn't like to lie, and she's not a noise making. And her academic performance, she's doing well.
Who can tell me the answer? He is the man. Is he present, past, or past continue?
Present tense.
Everything that she's doing, even the mood of her dressing, she has confidence, and she always likes to go close with people and to help you in one way or the other. So I feel as I'm looking into the future that if she get a good background, she's going to be a doctor or nurse.
I love school because I want to save the future. I want to be a doctor in the future. School is important for me. And if I want to be a doctor, I must read hard at school. Then I can be a doctor in the future.
Blessing ce yarinya ce ta ce na gode ma Blessing domin yanda Allah ya bani Blessing, kuma Blessing din na yana binta. Blessing yarinya ce wanda tana kishi zuwa makaranta. Blessing yarinya ne wanda ina aike ta ba ta kin zuwa sakon. Takan yi sori ta je sakon ta dawo. Blessing yarinya na ne ina so cin gabanta wannan ta yi kokari kuma a makaranta. Ina tura ta, ina taimake ta ta je makarantar nan, ba na bar ta ba.
Mrs. Rhoda Danladi, Blessing's mother, has been very committed in the upbringing of her children. She believed that the best service she can give is to make sure that her kids go to school. And with Airtel coming in, we believe that there will be light at the end of the tunnel for the family.
We've been trying to reach out to people who have milk of kindness to come to our aid, because we really want to touch lives. We really want to give our society the much needed push. But unfortunately, funding is our problem. So we will be delighted if our Airtel organization comes to our rescue. We want Blessing to go to university, to go to secondary school, to become a graduate, a university graduate, and again, the mother to be a successful entrepreneur.
We hope that the story of Blessing's family will change for good.
Na gode wa Ishida domin kokorin da suna gani Blessing ta ci gaba da makaranta da sun sa tana cin gaba. Yadda sun sake zo kuma suna so su ga yarinyar ta zama mutum ne a wannan kasa. Ina yi musu addu'a yadda Allah abin da suke yi, bari Ubangijin Allah ya bishe su. Allah ba su abin da suke so. Na gode.
Who knew that a little poem could pack such a big punch? I'd like to welcome Blessing and her mom, Rhoda Danladi, and Joseph Yaba to the studio. Welcome to the program. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Joseph, what was so special about Blessing?
Thank you very much for the opportunity. I share a similar story with Blessing.
Okay.
I wasn't born with a silver spoon, and I was also told that the best service is serving humanity. And looking at little Blessing, when I was like Blessing, I never had the kind of education.
Yeah.
And there's a need for us to give her a push. There's a need for Blessing's dream to come true. And that is what inspired the whole thing.
Rhoda, before she got the scholarship, how are you managing? How are you taking care of her?
Muna biyan makarantar da sau biyu a kwata daya. Kunun ne ina fama ina yi domin in biya kudin makarantar kamin nan shi Joseph ya zo ya bata scholarship nan.
So you said you want to be a doctor when you grow up.
Yes,
Why do you want to be a doctor?
because I want to treat patients so that they'll be strong when they are not feeling fine.
Joseph, you talked about the fact that, you are from her background as well. And I know there are many other young girls who don't have a Joseph Yaba to help them or intervene. What's happening to those kinds of children out there?
I always try as much as possible to raise my voice when it comes to girls empowerment.
Okay.
And it is important for me because there's this popular saying, sorry for the guys, there's a popular saying that says that when you empower a guy, you empower him, you just empower the guy alone.
Yeah.
But when a lady or a girl is being empowered, you empower nations.
Yes.
There's a lot to be done in Nigeria. Looking at Nigeria has one of the highest on dropout kids who are supposed to be in school. You see them on the street. I think there should be one of the things I advocate for is policies and programs that will have direct impact on kids, most especially the street kids.
Yeah.
We've got companies, like Airtel now, with trying to touch life. It's not just making profit, it's not just doing business, but there's a need for you to give back to the community. There's a need for you to touch people's life where that business is being established. And I think with initiatives like with business, like Airtel, I know Nigeria will definitely be a better place and we will have less kids in the street than what we have currently.
Thank you so much for coming on the program. And Joseph, thank you for nominating Rhoda and Blessing and for all the help you've done so far. Thank you for just being strong. I mean, you seem so unmoved by anything. And I think that's nothing short of inspiring for me and for everybody that's watching. So Airtel would like to touch your life and help you in some way, all right? So that Blessing will always be able to go to school. So even after the scholarship, you have enough to look after her and look after yourself as well. So I just want to let you know that Airtel would like to touch your lives and help you by giving you an Airtel kiosk with electronic recharge. How do you feel?
Zai taimake ni ci gaba da training Blessing a makaranta. Thank you.
So, Blessing, how do you feel?
I feel very happy.
How do you think this is going to help your mom and you?
I help her so that she can feed us and she can pay my school fees.
All right. So, Rhoda, Blessing, and Joseph, thank you so much for coming on the show. We really appreciate your being here.
Thank you, ma'am.
At this point, I just have to agree with Joseph. When you train a girl, you train a nation and a generation.